Welcome back to the Perfect Season podcast. It's one of your hosts, just Antonio today. As you can see, I am in Bora Bora with a tropical island, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about what happened this past weekend in Super Wildcard Weekend. So starting off, we have the 49ers playing the Seattle Seahawks. It was in San Francisco. Brock Purdy is now 7-0. The 49ers won 41 to 23. Then we have the Chargers at the Jaguars. This game was leading up, so a lot of people were saying LA was going to win. A lot of people were saying Jacksonville was going to win. And the Chargers were without Mike Williams. He played in a meaningless game and got hurt. But in the end, Jacksonville won. Trevor Lawrence threw four picks in the first half, but came back and threw four touchdowns in the second half, and they won 31 to 30. Then we had the Dolphins at the Bills for Sunday. The Dolphins kept the game close halfway after halftime, but the Bills won 34 to 31. Bills now, I thought this game was going to be a blowout by a couple touchdowns, but now that I see it's 34-31, Bills are a beatable team, in my opinion. Then we had Giants at the Vikings. This was an upset game that I predicted and a lot of other people predicted too from the podcast and NFL writers. The Giants did end up winning 34 to 24, 31 to 24. My bad. Daniel Jones played one of his best games of football ever. And Minnesota, they struggled, but they've been playing up and down football, like roller coaster football, and New York's playing really good football lately. Then you have the Ravens at the Bengals. Now, this was a closer game than everyone expected. The Bengals did win 24 to 17, but I have a theory if Lamar was in, the Ravens could have won that game. That's just my opinion. But the Bengals traveled to play the Bills this week. And then last night's game, which I was at, was Cowboys at the Bucks. And the Cowboys did win this game, sadly. They won 31 to 14, and that could have been Tom Brady's last game as a Buck. Now we're going to go on to this week's game in the divisional round. This week's game, starting Saturday, the 21st, is Jacksonville at Kansas City, and Jacksonville's going in. They played Kansas City earlier in the year. Kansas City did win, but call me whatever. My upset of the week, Jacksonville does beat Kansas City. I say Jacksonville beats Kansas City by a touchdown. Then the Saturday night game, the Giants at the Eagles. This is another, I feel like this is going to be a closer game than everyone expects. The Giants at the Eagles, I still think I'm rolling with the Giants. Two upsets. Two upsets. And then Sunday, you have the Bengals at the Bills, the rematch of the game that decided the one seed originally. And I have the Bengals winning this game by two touchdowns. And then Sunday night's game, Cowboys at the 49ers. I'm rolling with what's hot, and I'm going with the 49ers. Brock Purdy's undefeated as a starter, and I think he's going to stay undefeated. 49ers are playing good football. So this will conclude today's episode. I know it was just a short little episode recapping what playoffs first round was like, but next week we'll have the whole crew back, hopefully. New segment, new shows, maybe Sports Jeopardy. You just gotta wait and see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.